Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this month's Microsoft Teams Tips and Tricks webinar brought to you by the Marks Group. My name is Megan Hagedorn, and this month we'll be discussing the following three topics. So first, we're going to talk about conversations versus replies. I've had a few questions about this and just wanted to point out the differences between those two things. Next, I wanted to show off the quick access contact menu, which is one of those nifty features, one of the many in Microsoft Teams that is kind of tucked away in plain sight. So I wanted to review that really quick. And then finally, I just wanted to show off the saved messages feature. So how to save a message and how to access them. So we'll get started first by talking about conversations versus replies. So I've got a couple questions about this. I just wanted to kind of discuss. So a reply, here you can see it says reply here. A reply will keep whatever message that you're writing out, will keep it contained in a conversation. So I'm gonna, there's another reply. So as you can see, they're kind of all nested within here. And I know this might seem like common sense to some people, but it's, I don't know, it can be a little tricky because the bars are right next to each other here. And then to start a new conversation, you would type in the conversation box down here, like so, and then you can, any new replies to that conversation will appear directly below it, and it's kind of separated out by conversation. So if you're talking with a bunch of other users within one of these channels, I highly recommend kind of keeping that in mind. It'll make organization a lot easier and searching a lot. It'll just make finding old information probably quite a bit easier. So there's that. Okay, next I just wanted to show off the quick access contact menu. So I'm going to go over to one of our live channels over here. Okay, and then all you have to do to access this, anywhere where you see the circular icon, you just hover over, and the quick contact menu will pop up here. So super useful. We can see that you can access chat directly from here, and that'll open up your existing chat with that person, or your private chat, might I add. So we'll scoot back over here. Okay, so you can access chat. You can open up a new email from here. You can view their organization chart if you have this set up. I think that you can set this up under portal.microsoft.com or portal.office.com under the administration section. So I think you might need to be an admin to do that. But kind of getting, I digress. So you can also start a video call straight from here or an audio call straight from here. And again, in case you haven't tried this, the audio and video calls do take place within Microsoft Teams itself. So it's not like it opens up Skype or anything separately. So that's the quick access menu. You can see their phone number if they have it listed, and then their status and when they were last seen in Microsoft Teams right here. So just a super quick overview. And again, anywhere where you see this icon, you can pop up that quick menu. And then I don't know, just in case you were trying it on yourself, it actually doesn't work when you hover over your own icon there. So that is the quick access menu. I know this is going to be a really quick webinar this month. These tips are pretty quick, but super handy. Okay, so finally I'm going to talk about the saved message feature. You know, as you can see, I've got a lot of demo stuff in here, so it's not, most of my saved messages are fake, but this is really helpful if you guys are heavily using Microsoft Teams. If there's a URL that's mentioned or an email or anything that you might want to save, it's super easy to do that. So, and I guess you could also think of it as a bookmark. It kind of looks like a bookmark. So anyway, all you have to do that is hover over the message that you want to save, and it'll show up. You can see it kind of appears anywhere here. So we'll go ahead and save this general announcement email that was sent to this channel. And if you have questions about that, I did a couple blog posts on this that you can reference as well. So anyway, we saved this message. Now to access that, and let me do this again. When you save the message, you can actually see that this little, it's kind of sneaky, but this saved message pops up down on the lower left corner next to your icon here. So we'll open that up, and then you see this saved section here. So that'll open up all your saved messages. So these are all of my kind of test saved messages here, and the way they're sorted by default, and right now you can't change how they're sorted. Hopefully they'll add some more functionality to this, maybe some filtering, but right now it's sorted just by recent, so this is my most recent saved message, even though it's not necessarily the newest in here. So and then you can just page through these. Another kind of interesting, cool feature, since these conversations all take place on one page, one like infinitely scrolling page, it can be kind of a pain to backtrack and scroll to find all these. So the saved message feature kind of bookmarks that section in the infinite scrolling page of this tab. So it is super helpful if you are trying to just relocate a section of like a big conversation, or just a general, like, oh, I think we talked about this one thing a couple weeks ago, and then we talked about some other stuff nearby, like physically nearby in that conversation. So that can be, that's another useful feature that of the saved messages. And then finally, I just wanted to also point out, again, you can access the quick contact menu from here, but you can see that depending on the kind of message that you're saving, it'll have a slightly different icon. Like this message was an email that was sent to these channels. So you see this email kind of icon here. And I am still trying to figure out the square versus the, what is that, a hexagonal shape. So I will, I'm investigating that, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything interesting there. But yeah, Teams is just full of all of those kind of hidden features that they don't like to, they don't really go into too much detail explaining this. So that is how you save a message and access those saved messages. And then kind of, I don't know, I always like to remind people to do this in all the webinars. You can access the release notes to keep tabs on some any new features or any improvements. You can access that by going to Chat and then Tbot and then Release Notes, this tab here. And that's just, I just recommend keeping an eye on that. They're always adding new features here, and so that's useful. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, I know this is a pretty quick webinar here. If you have any questions at all, feel free to comment on the blogs, or email me at megan@marksgroup.net, or access marksgroup.net from a browser, and any of us can help you out from there. So yeah, I hope you found this a little bit informative. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, thank you so much for joining, and I'll let you get some time back in your afternoon. So all right, have a good day. Bye guys.